Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview webinar. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles, and we want to thank you so much for spending part of your Tuesday evening with us. And we know it's getting really close to Halloween, and we know it's a Tuesday, and there's probably other things you'd rather be doing, but you're here with us, and we are blessed by that. So we are hoping that the next 40 to 45 minutes that we spend together is going to be absolutely valuable for you and the information we're going to share with you. But before we share information, we need to let you all know who we are. So as I said, I am Dr. Dondee Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for many years until I got to the place where I was unable to be a father and a chiropractor and a health educator all at the same time. We had a wonderful practice here in outskirts of Phoenix, Arizona, in Goodyear, Arizona. We had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona, to be exact. And that just meant we were seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week. I had an AM talk radio show every Saturday from noon to 1 on 2 AM stations. I was a health educator by background and absolutely loved it, passionate about it, helped a lot of people. But at the same time, 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home kept me from being the father that I wanted to be. And as it looked, or as it was going, things needed to change. And I saw this information that we are about to share with you almost 10 years ago. And a year into it, it changed everything about my life, my ability to contribute to humanity, help people. And it also led me to Mrs. America here, my beautiful wife, Marci. And ever since then, just the ability to give back and to contribute to humanity has gone tenfold exponentially at least. And I do it from home as a stay-at-home dad and full-time networker. And now I'd like to introduce you to my gorgeous wife, Marci.
Hey guys, so as you heard in Dondee's story, he was looking for more time, right? And that's why this was such a benefit for him. For me, it's like I've never done this type of business before. I didn't know that I was an entrepreneur. I had all kinds of jobs when I was younger, but I would always get bored because I'd get good at them. And then there was nothing else for me, right? Then I got married, then I had kids. Now I had these children that I needed to be able to provide for. And so I had to find a career that I could be excited about and was still giving back and helping people. So I became a police officer at the age of 30. My kids were just, 6 and 9 at that time. So they were just little. And so I had the same struggles that many of you have on a daily basis. And that's, when do you work and pay your bills? And when do you spend the time and be the influence to your children that we all want to be, right? So I chose to be a graveyard worker for the majority of my career. You know, and that was great. I'd get home just in time to send them to school. I'd sleep while they were in the care of somebody else learning. I'd get up fully exhausted, but I'd be there to help them with their homework, and I'd see some of their activities before I'd feed them dinner, and then I'd run back to work again to be able to keep that hamster wheel going so I could get that paycheck to come in to pay the bills. The problem was that I was exhausted and I was never fully present. And so I missed out on the majority of their growing up years, and that was unfortunate. I miss it, and I think back and I'm sad. But what happened is that I also learned there was another reason why I was not in the right place. And that's because anytime that we have a position to where we have to give our hours to someone else, they determine what it's worth, and we have to give it to them first before they'll pay us a paycheck so we can pay our bills, then we're never fully in control. And in August of 2009, I learned that lesson. I can actually, a really hard way, say it that way too. I was in a car accident on duty. I was in my unmarked detective's vehicle at the time, and I was stopped for an ambulance that needed to cross my path. Lights and sirens going, I'm stopped. Lady behind me was distracted, and she hit me going about 60 miles an hour because she didn't see me stop. She didn't hear the sirens or see the lights. And so I ended up needing spine surgeries from herniated discs. I had a brain injury, and at the moment of impact, truthfully, my career was over and my ability to pay my bills was gone. I went through a lot of loss. I lost the ability to pay those bills. I lost the ability to pay for my house. Went through a divorce because of, bad finances causes, marriages that aren't super strong to go down pretty quickly. I lost my confidence in myself or a belief or understanding that there was truly a purpose for me. And so I ended up in a pretty serious spiral downward that, combined with prescription medication and the pain that I had, led to 4 suicide attempts before I was introduced to the same information that we're going to be sharing with you tonight. So thankfully, I had friends that saw it. They thought of me. They got me in front of it. And I saw hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident that I could get my mind back, that I could get my body functioning with natural products, not prescription medication, and that there would be a greater purpose for me. That led me to the most amazing people in the world, including the most amazing man in the world for me, sitting next to me right now. But together, what our purpose is, truthfully, is to create a home where ordinary people can do extraordinary things, and we give people that are genius a place to play. So we're excited to be able to share this information with you, the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide on how to take control of your own biology and the business opportunity that goes along with it.
Absolutely. Well, let's just start with a foundation of understanding for all you guys. The new gig economy is what they're calling this workplace. And they say that that Intuit, the people that make QuickBooks and TurboTax and things like that, say that by 2020, which is less than 2 years away, guys, that 40% of the global workforce will be on this new gig economy or working part-time. And most of it is going to be done with convenience of your smartphone. So Uber and Airbnb, two companies that are already capitalizing on this massive market, changing the way people get to from point A to point B, and changing the way people sleep throughout the night because they're capitalizing on an opportunity. Facebook has changed the way the world communicates. Literally, 2.2 billion human beings are on planet Earth, or on Facebook. That's about 25% of the human race. And Amazon has changed everything. E-commerce has literally changed everything. Again, it comes down to convenience. So why do we even set that foundation for you about this new gig economy? Because we are going to be speaking about a very same opportunity for you to utilize your smartphone technology to build a business for yourself globally.
So Dondee's talking about new technology. New technology is not just in these fields that he's mentioned, but it's also in the area of being able to create a better opportunity for wellness and you being in control of your health. And we are actually at the forefront of a new technology called Nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. So you don't have to just take our word for it, but we've got all kinds of third-party validation out there, including the Today Show said the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement, it's your DNA. Fox News said nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. I know I love having control, especially when it comes to what goes into my body and what it does for me. And what's really cool about this being a business opportunity too, the projected market around nutrigenomics is expected to reach over $17 billion by 2023. That's less than 5 years from now, guys.
So let's talk about what this means on a daily application standpoint, being hijacked or biohacking. So hijacked is something that happens to us 24/7. Most of the time, we're completely unaware that it's happening, or if we are, we're partially aware. Things like physically, we're working 2 and 3 jobs because, again, that gig economy, we're having to work 2 and 3 jobs, we're having to scramble to make ends meet, and it's taxing on our bodies. Emotionally, we end up with more month at the end of the money. People are undergoing, that's why people have 2 and 3 jobs and 2 household incomes, because we're constantly stressed out about these things. Biochemically, look around. Toxic stuff is everywhere, including your pantry and your refrigerator. If you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't put it in your body, which gives you the other option of biohacking, literally taking control of your own biology down to the cellular level, which gives you the ability literally to optimize your own genetic potential, literally becoming the best you can possibly be, using what Marci mentioned earlier, nutrigenomics, which is the research on how nutrients and scientific compounds, natural compounds, affect your genes down literally to the level of your DNA, which is your genetic footprint.
That's awesome.
It is amazing.
So we're going to watch a really short video now on how our products here with LifeVantage can help you biohack your body with nutrigenomics. Maybe. There we go.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow, powerful stuff. And being on the forefront of anything, there's always going to be some inherent risk, but there's all the benefit. And if you look around, there's two things that people are looking for, and that is better health and better finances, and doing it naturally is going to be their choice. Is that our first slide?
Yeah, no, we're stuck for just a second, guys. Oh, it's being fun. But there we
All
go.
right, so let's talk about where you're already spending your money, because this isn't about showing you how to bring extra expenses into your budget. It's showing you how to make better common sense choices with things you're already spending money on, like what you see here on your screen. It's a $600 billion market in the areas that we have products. So like anti-aging, it's a $300 billion industry. Skincare alone, $121 billion. Hair care, $85 billion. Pet care, $67 billion. Energy, $50 billion. And weight loss, $37 billion. These are where people are already spending money, and we've got products in each of these categories, which we're going to go into in greater depth, starting with our flagship product, Protandim NRF2. You saw that on that short video. It's literally dealing with how the cells age, slowing down the aging process, and thus extending life. It's the only natural compound ever proven, I'm going to say that again, ever proven to extend life, and it did it by 7%, which to the human being is another 4.5 to 5 years. But it's the 5 ingredients that you see at the bottom, all natural herbs. It's proven to lower oxidative stress. In other words, the stress upon your cells from breathing air by 40% in the first 30 days. Therefore, it gives your body better energy metabolism, better longevity, like I said, 7%. So it takes us into our next product, which is into the science behind the product, because again, you're hearing us for the first time. Perhaps we don't want all of your understanding to be leveraged on people that you're hearing for the first time. There's science to back this up, real science. And if you look on your screen there, pubmed.gov. It's the repository, the global repository of published science. It's where doctors and researchers go to do their research. And as you can see, our products are published in journals like the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine, Molecular Aspects of Medicine, Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association. And if you look at the bottom, done at prestigious universities like The Ohio State University, Virginia Commonwealth, and Harvard University, where those wicked smart people are. So this is real science, guys. And at real universities, unbelievable stuff. But it's not just science. There is tons and tons of media coverage where NBC, ABC, Wall Street Journal did a cover thing on it. The Today Show did an entire episode on it. ABC Primetime News is what kind of launched this into the global research market. PBS broadcast a special, and it was on Dr. Phil when he interviewed Donnie Osmond, who was on our products, and it was all about the aging capacity and how he looks so great in the aging process. But also, we talked to you about this being a business. Those patents that you see, these products are patent protected, which is super, super important when we're talking about longevity of a business. And Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. This is where we're getting into cellular energy, guys. The two greatest things that cause people health problems are the aging process itself and lack of energy. So the 5 ingredients, all natural ingredients that you see at the bottom, comprise this product, which improves the performance of the energy at the cellular level to what we call the mitochondria. It is like the engine, if you will, of your cells. Your car has an engine. The better the engine, the better the efficiency, the better the performance. Same thing with your body cells, and it deals with it right here. And I want to point out 2 things on this slide that I didn't point out on the previous one that were there, and that is the BSCG, the Banned Substances Control Group certification, and the NSF certification. These are the most prestigious in the field of performance enhancing supplements. Unbelievable third-party endorsement. This is now ProBio. So it's people say, well, I eat good food. It doesn't matter what kind of food you eat if you're not able to assimilate it and absorb it. So ProBio, our Physique ProBio, getting to the root of the intestinal efficiency. And it only happens when you've got good bacteria. So why I want to point this out, why this is probably my favorite product in our entire arsenal, because of what it does. It restores normal function to the bacteria of your intestines. So when you eat things, you actually absorb them. I want you to look at the circular graphs down at the bottom. With BioTract, what is BioTract? It's the outer covering on our round tablet, which allows it to pass through the stomach and the acid environment there down into your large intestine and actually release its content. So 60% to 85% efficiency compared to only 4 of the traditional bio or probiotics out there without this, because most of it's neutralized in the stomach, which is why you see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of CFUs or colony forming units. We don't need that many because mostly all of our product gets delivered to where it needs to be, which is your intestines. And that is 15 times more powerful than anything else out on the market. Super important. And we want to close out this last product of our, what we call our daily core 4 with our Omega Plus. Brain and heart function at the fatty acid level. So omega 3s and omega 7s. What you don't see are omega 6s, because that's the unnecessary oils. Most of the time you get that in the fatty foods that you eat. That is not healthy. Omega 3s, omega 7, and the plus is because there's vitamin D. And the thing I love about this product is what we call boat to bottle purity. With our GPS locators on the harvesting boats, we know exactly what ocean it came from, and these are from the oceans of the cold Atlantic oceans and Alaska, where there is no pollution. Absolute purity of this product with fatty acids for your brain and your heart, cardiac function. So that rounds out what we call our vitality stack. The daily core 4 is what we call it. So it reduces oxidative stress, boosts your mitochondrial production of energy inside your cells, increasing your energy, supports cardiac function, supports proper microbiome, which is the bacteria, proper brain health, proper cardiac health, overall brain function, overall heart health. And guess what? That means overall you just took your health to a whole entire level. Again, our vitality stack, our daily core 4, $149 plus free shipping. So now let's talk about energy. Not like Rockstar, Red Bull, 5-hour energy, all the stuff with the toxicity. We're talking about brain food. So have you ever met someone who slept 10 hours and woke up tired and couldn't wait to get to the latte? Yeah, me too. Have you ever met anybody that slept 6 hours and with no coffee got up raring to go? Yeah, me too. What's the difference? The difference is not how much caffeine they've got flowing through their blood veins. It has to do with how much brain energy do they have. This is exactly what we're talking about. This unbelievable powdered, all-natural ingredient product that you add to water, shake it up, and drink it as an energy drink deals directly with the brain, fortifying the brain with the energy called neurotransmitters. Unbelievable what it can do. Brain food, focus, concentration, better mental clarity, better memory, unbelievable, positive mood enhancer, and if you look at the bottom, it's clean. Low calorie, low carb, vegan. Yes, it's vegan. BSCG approved like our other products. Banned substances control group approved. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no added sugars. It's GMO and gluten-free. Unbelievable. And there's caffeinated and decaf for the kids. And physique. If you look at the spelling of this, it's deliberate, guys. Physique with an IQ, meaning smart weight management, not a diet. The first 3 letters of diet are die for a reason. It's not healthy. So this, we start with a cleanse, clean out all the bad bacteria. Refortify the good bacteria with our ProBio. With our fat burn, target the visceral fat. The fat you can't get to. That fat that no matter how many diets you go on, you just can't seem to get it. That's the fat I'm talking about with our special blend of our fat burn and then our protein shake. Why a protein shake? Because we don't want you to lose lean muscle mass while you're losing fat. Losing weight is the key. Most weight loss things focus on losing fat, and they also lose muscle at the same time. So we preserve that, and I want you to focus on 2 statistics. Yes, the pictures are phenomenal, but I want you to focus on 2 statistics down at the bottom. The first one is 254% greater reduction over placebo of abdominal fat. Remember that told you the fat you try to get to and you can't target? That's what our fat burn does. 254% greater loss of abdominal fat over placebo. And then look in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and expect your mind to get blown. 964% greater release over placebo of what? Of free fatty acids. It's called the lipolytic effect. Free fatty acids, and when you break down the fat, it gets into your bloodstream and you get it out. 964% greater release of free fatty acids over placebo. That means it works, guys. Unbelievable. Now, true science. Who wants an aging face? Does anybody want their face to age faster than they do? I don't know about you, but I sure don't. I don't know anybody who wants crow's feet for their Christmas gift. So we dealing directly with that. What causes fine lines and wrinkles, not masking over it with cosmetics. No. We're talking about getting to the root of what causes premature aging of the skin and fine lines and wrinkles. And it mitigates this by dealing directly with the issue. It's a 4-part system. You clean the skin. You fortify the skin with our perfecting lotion. You fortify around the eyes with our eye serum, and then you have our anti-aging cream all over. Slather it everywhere you can find a free spot of skin. And I'm telling you, it works. Look at this. Look at the results at the bottom. It counterbalances the visible effects of sun-related damage without any UV protection. How's that? It deals directly with NRF2 technology and helping the skin replenish itself the way it's supposed to. Unbelievable. That's why it's called true science, guys. Some smart guys figured this stuff out. And we have our new hair care line. And if you look at the bottom, it doesn't come out until December 11th. But NRF2 technology for your dome.
Yes.
And people like me that have kind of receding hairlines, or people that want thicker, fuller skin or better scalp health. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. Nerve 2 technology for a shampoo and conditioner and unbelievable scalp serum. And something we just found out, how to evaluate products like this. Think Dirty app. Program this in and see how amazingly clean this is. Clean products. I mean, great products out there, but if they're not clean, what are they doing? They're damaging you and they're damaging the environment. This is unbelievable. And as the results are, we're already hearing some amazing testimonials about people that have tried this. $100? Are you kidding me? It's unbelievable.
Can I say one thing about this?
Of course.
So we just got back from our global convention where we pre-launched this product. We had 13,000 sets of this hair care system, and we sold out. So what that means is whoever invited you to see this presentation just might have a set that you can get started on today. Make sure that you get with them to see if they do or if they know someone that does, because it's phenomenal products. Yeah. You're going to love it.
Absolutely. And then if for those of you who've got a furry pet at home, your fur baby, we've got Pet Tandem for dogs, because unfortunately, you know that ratio, 7 years to 1 year. Why? Because they have 7 times more oxidative stress than we do, 7 times more dysfunction that we do as humans, and they unfortunately die 7 times faster than we do from the same things. This deals directly with, again, what we were talking about earlier, helping the cells age quicker or age slower so that your body can live longer. And it works on mammals, all mammals, including the ones that lick your feet, lick your face, and slobber on you when they're on your lap. Your dogs, unbelievable what this can do. And it's not just that. It helps with their coat, helps with their joints, helps with their eyesight, helps with their heart, which are all the things that take our dogs, unfortunately, quicker than we would like them to. Unbelievable product, guys. Can't say enough about it. So you now have the ability to choose your level of biohacking from simply our Nerve 2 product to get your body slowing down the aging process so you can have more vitality longer, or you can go for activated essentials. Pick your pack. You can go for our daily core 4, which is the minimum we recommend. And then we've got specialized products for your hair, for your face, for your body, and for your life. So there you go.
Awesome. So now you guys have learned about how you can become a biohacker too. It's just a matter of you repositioning the money you're already spending. So let's talk about where LifeVantage started. We've actually had the NRF2 product being sold since 2003 on store shelves. Back in 2005, an ABC Primetime investigative report aired that really just opened up the viewpoint for the outside to see what we had going on. And when it aired, we had over $5 million in orders almost overnight. And that's when the scientists and researchers started calling to ask to use our product in their research. So that's where the science comes from. Unfortunately, though, our bottles could not sell themselves. They couldn't talk. They couldn't explain this new technology. And so we only sold a really small amount on those store shelves. So they decided that they needed to go into the word of mouth selling area or direct sales and network marketing. We switched from retail into direct sales in 2009. We've been publicly traded ever since 2003. Currently, you can find us on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. Please go check us out, because our exemplary corporate leadership team is taking us really amazing places. Our stock has actually tripled plus over the past, 6 months. And so go check us out and you can see where our leadership is taking us and the vision that they have for the future. So currently, and some of this was just announced this last week, we are
exciting.
currently open in 12 markets and 15 countries. These are the top two levels of flags that you see here, but we just announced that by June 2019, we will also be open for business in Greece, Ireland, Spain, Belgium, and France. Currently, you see that France and Ireland and Belgium are down in the global customer program. This is where we enroll customers to be able to use our products, and we ship it to them from the United States so that they can start having an experience and we can see how their country reacts to network marketing. So those that we didn't list to open in 2019, I'll bet you anything they will be on the list very soon. But this is just to show you that we are growing rapidly and we are a global business. And okay, so I told you guys that this is the first time that I've ever done network marketing. And so I knew that if I was going to get into this new type of business, that I would need to have a system in place that I could just kind of plug into, have help, have support, have the resources that I needed to be able to build a new business. And that's what we've got. I've always thought in the past that I would love to have a laptop lifestyle, a social sharing type of business to where I could really do it wherever I wanted to be and still build my business. And what we've actually done is we've created even something greater than that. We've actually created a cell phone lifestyle to where anywhere that you have Wi-Fi service or you have cell service, you can build your business. And you can do that simply by using the LifeVantage app that comes free with any of our distributor packages. Just know that all you have to do is go to 44222 and put in the word LifeVantage in a text, and you will get the direct link to be able to get whichever platform you need, whether you have an iPhone or an Android, to be able to start using this app and building your business from wherever you are very simply. This also helps you to connect with your team. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. We have such great training, whether it's regional or it's our corporate trainings. We just got back from global, like I said. We have our corporate trainings like every 4 months, and then we have monthly training somewhere near you to where you can plug in, learn how to build this business and be successful just like the top leaders have already done. But just keep in mind, this is your business and you can take control on your terms. This is always part-time to start and sometimes just in the nooks and crannies of your life. And once again, you do get a free replicated website with this. This is part of the tools I was talking about. This is where you can share the information that we have available on the company, the products, and trends even, and blogs, and all kinds of information to share with your friends and family on why you're excited about LifeVantage. And along with that comes a super easy online shopping portal where you can set up a checkout, a shopping cart for your prospects, send it right over to them. They can check out if they're a customer, and you can invite them to enroll if they're going to become a business partner. So let's talk a little bit about network marketing facts, okay? Many people are like, there's not any money made in network marketing. Well, what I've got to tell you, there's actually billions and billions of dollars that are moved through network marketing products and services. So in 2011, $158 billion was spent on products or services in network marketing. And in 2017, that jumped up to $189 billion. So even if on the low end, 40% of every dollar was paid out to a distributor that was sharing this information, there is a lot of money that is made in network marketing. But timing is vital, and you have to get involved at the right time with the right company in the area where people are starting to accept the technology or the products that are being offered. So when we're looking at this timing slide, there's two different graphs that are here overlapping. So the first one, the red one we're going to talk about, this is really just a matter of how people accept new technology and new products and when they decide to either join or buy, okay? And as you can see with this red graph, they're in the middle with the early majority and the late majority. That's where 68% of the whole populace is going to decide to join or purchase your products. You need to get involved before that early majority and late majority because you want to capture all of those people that are going to decide to join your business. So when we're looking at the business, the timing, the S-curve here for a business, we are so early in this opportunity with LifeVantage. You're a pioneer. It's like you're the early of early, right? Yeah. So this logo down here underneath the word early, this is the LifeVantage logo. We're actually still in where we're collecting innovators. We're collecting people that see things. They're visionaries. It's like whoever purchased iPhone 1, right? brand new information and somebody wants it. Those are the innovators. That's where we're at. But we're quickly moving up in here into the early adopters. We only have about 70,000 distributors globally in all of those countries we just talked about. And so when we talk about getting ready to capture the majority of the people, we are just right on the cusp, just getting ready to participate in this 80% growth that's called momentum. 80% of the growth of the company is going to occur, and 80% of all of the commissions ever paid out to any distributor will be paid out to people that get involved down here before momentum starts. So it's really important to understand the timing, where the company is, and where all of the people are. And as you can see, we're getting ready to come into where this is going to intersect, and we're going to capture the growth of this business. It is super exciting. And this is the way that you can join in the fun with a fast track with a pack. It is such a low entry cost to get started in your business and such solid earning opportunity. And like I said, it's only part-time to start. So we talk about the two business builder packs here. We've got the Gold Master Pack or the Platinum Pack. There are two options when it comes to the Gold Pack. The reason why we really present these two is because they come with proper expectations and the opportunity for the proper education to become a professional network marketer and really make the dollars that are available in this type of industry. So when we're looking at the Gold Pack, you can either get one that has the Physique Smart weight management system, or you can get one with the True Science skincare regimen right now. And when the HairCare comes out, all this stuff is going to be changing a little bit. But right now, these are what they're set up to be. For this, it's $650 for the Gold Pack. It is free shipping. You do pay tax, but it does also come with the app for free, your website for free, and also you get one all-access ticket to the next corporate event, which will be in February in South Carolina for Elite Academy. You want to make sure that you take advantage of these free tickets. On top of that, you get $500 plus in value in products. So already you're getting more back in value than you're even paying out to start a business. And this is a one-time startup cost. The Platinum Pack is $1,250 plus tax. Shipping is free here as well. And this one includes all of the products that are available right now. Like we said, the HairCare is not available until December. So you would get the True Science skincare regimen and the Physique system. Plus you get 2 all-access tickets to the next event. So you can either take a spouse, a business partner, or you can use it for the next 2 events for your registration to be paid for. So that's free tickets. But this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the things that you can touch. On top of that, we have assets, because that's actually what you're doing here is you're building an asset with building your LifeVantage business, because it is a willable commodity. You can will it down for generations to your family. But with this asset you're building, you also get the corporate staff that we were talking about. You get production of all the products, quality control, which ours is the highest in the industry. Shipping, there's no home deliveries here. It goes directly from corporate to your customers or your distributors. How about customer service and that website IT? That's all included in these assets too. Advertising, marketing, legal and compliance. We have attorneys on our sides, and accounting. We get paid 5 times. Well, actually, we get checks 5 times a month, and it goes directly into our LV Pay. It's super easy on how we get paid, and we love our accounting department for that. Plus, our events and promotions are crazy. I still don't understand how they're able to make each one better and better than the last one. So while we've been talking about this, most people will have been thinking about 2 different types of groups of people. One, people that either need to lose weight or have been complaining about the crow's feet or the wrinkles they're getting on their face, or that they're low energy, they could really, or aches and pains. Those are your network of customers, your consumers that you've been thinking about. Write all their names down. And then you've been thinking about another group of people that are somebody that maybe has said, you know what, I haven't been able to take my family on a vacation for 6 years. There's just never enough money at the end of the month to be able to put anything aside. Or how about your uncle that is getting ready to retire, but he's going to have to get a part-time job because his retirement's just not what he needs in retirement. This is your group of distributors network. So make sure that you write them all down too. And then with these people, you start to share this information excitedly with the help of your team. You're going to leverage the knowledge and education of your team to start making money. We make money on a weekly basis and a monthly basis. Weekly, we get Smart Start bonuses, and this has to do with customers and and business partners, anybody that joins in your business, you get 30 to 40% off of their first order, the first product order. You get launch bonuses for anybody that you help to enroll people. This helps you to grow your team, and this helps you to become profitable right away. Then we're starting to build up this leveraged income that is something that most people don't ever get the opportunity to even hear about. Right. So be blessed right now. You are blessed for hearing this information. But it's something that you get paid over and over and over again for doing a job well one time. Royalty commissions. We also have our generational matching bonuses. This is where when you enroll into a business, you actually have 5 levels of people above you that have a vested interest in you being successful, because there's a generational match bonus that's attached to you, which also means that there's 5 levels down below you that you can get a 30% generational matching on by helping someone else be successful. Our elite bonus pools, this is super exciting. You reach the top levels of the company and you get to start taking advantage of this 4% global revenue sharing that's in the bottom right here. They take 4% of every single month's revenue. They put it in here, divide it up into 4 pieces of the pie, and we split it out amongst the top ranks. So we want you to hurry and want us to help you get there as quickly as possible so you can share in that with us. We have our My Life Venture program. You build your business to an elite level, which we'll show you what that is in here in just a moment, and maintain it for a qualification period. And the company is going to give you a gift valued at $25,000 just for a thank you for becoming a leader and building your business. These Jeeps are one of those gifts. $25,000 cash is another one, and there's multiple other options as well. So how far can you truly take this? Remember, we are publicly traded, so you can see all of this information online. It's all been reported, and it all is all factual. So on the left-hand side, we're showing you the paid ranking. From the time you get started, you're a distributor. As you grow the volume in your business of product, from Pro 1 down through Executive Master Pro 10 is the highest ranking that we have right now. As you grow your volume, you grow your rank. As you grow your rank, you grow your paycheck. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I love about our compensation plan is that when it was developed to help the middle class, because we know that the middle class is under attack right now in America and around the world. And so we wanted to have an opportunity to where the majority of the commissions would be paid out to the middle class. So if you look here at the Pro 3 through Pro 6, you can see that on the annual payout, the majority of the money is paid out to these mid rankings. So the middle class has that opportunity. And what is that opportunity? So God bless you. When you get to Pro 3, that's $5,000 in group volume. And on average, our Pro 3s are making an additional $580 every single month in additional income into their household. That's huge. Big. That's saving people's lives. They're able to actually pay their bills instead of having to extend payments or to take out additional lines of credit. How about Premier Pro 5? That's $20,000 in group volume. That's you, your team, and all the customers that you enroll to combined. You're now making over $2,500 in additional income. Do you know, seriously, that
$30,000 a year?
Yeah, and there's many people that don't make that much every single year, and you could do this in a side gig, a side hustle, part-time, in a short amount of time if you're willing to be coachable and teachable. So then Elite Pro 7, this is where those top rankings begin. This is where that 4% payout, you start taking advantage of that, as well as that My Life Venture program. This is where you have $100,000 in group volume going through your business every single month. On average, you're making over $11,000 every single month on a leveraged basis. Guys, where else can you increase your income? And keep in mind, we've only been network marketed since January of 2010. All of these incomes have been created from zero at that time till now, okay? This is a big deal. This is the only place the average people can do this, okay? And we want to help you not be average, okay? So you look down here, Elite Pro 9, that's where Dondee and I are at currently, but we are striving for that Master Pro 10 position where there's $1 million in group volume going through your business in a balanced manner, and you're now making almost $100,000 every single month. Yes, I said $100,000 a month, and then you take it one step further, and on average, you're making over $110,000. You just need to decide where you would need to be just to make the investment $1,250 worthwhile for you, $580 a month, and you only invested $1,250, and then use the products on a monthly basis for your overhead. That's it. And then how about where you would want to be in a long term? because that will determine the commitment you need to make and what you need to share with your team so that we can all help you get there. So lifeline options, we want you to think about this from all different ways, okay? First of all, the majority of us, we were right there with you guys, okay? We were there in the understanding that the traditional 40 to 50 plan was the only lifeline option out there. When we're talking about a lifeline, that's a dash between the year you were born and the year you died that's going to go on your headstone. What did you do with that dash? What did your lifeline look like? The traditional plan is what we've all been taught, is that we need to, go to school, get good grades so we can get into a good college, we can get a good job, we can have a good career, and we can work for somebody else for 40 to 50 hours a week for a minimum of 40 to 50 years and minimum of 40 to 50 hours a week too, to be able to hopefully retire. The problem with this is, though, is the retirement age used to be 65. It's now 73. So we bumped that up. And life expectancy, what's life expectancy now? 77 years. So if you're not able to retire until you're 73, even if you're able to fully retire, that gives you 4 years before you're expected to die to actually live. Okay? Now let's talk about this other option that we're offering you right now, a lifeline with LifeVantage. It's going to start the exact same way, because that first 20 years, you're going to do the same thing that the traditional plan did. You're going to be born, you're going to grow, you're going to go to school, you're going to get good grades, you're going to get an education and make decisions. It's just you're going to add an additional decision into the ones of the traditional 40 to 50 plan. You're going to decide to start working in the nooks and crannies to build a leveraged income with a LifeVantage business, using your team to help you. You're going to leverage someone else's experience and understanding so that you can earn while you learn, okay? And what's going to happen here is if you dedicate 5 to 10 years to get to whatever level it was that you selected on that income disclosure statement, I mean, think about this. I'm 47. Even if it took me 10 years to build that business up to $110,000 a month, which we will be there, we're getting there, I would be 57. And if the retirement age is 73 now, I would be completely fully retired 16 years before anyone else is starting to get a part-time job so they can make ends meet. Meaning that I would have the rest of my life to live the way I want to, with whom I want to, doing what I want to, wherever I want to, no matter what it costs. So you just have to decide what lifeline you want. And just make a decision, because you have a team that can help you. You have the right opportunity. You absolutely have the right products. And this is the right time. And you have to keep in mind, don't ever depend on a single income. That's where I was at, and that's where I had all those problems after my accident. You want to make sure that you understand that you need to make an investment of your time and effort. It takes work to create a second source, but you can do it with a company that believes this, guys. We truly believe that we can make a world a better place, starting with the individual, one person at a time. And these are just some of the different organizations that we've partnered with over the past 9 years to be able to help make this world a better place. Currently, our LifeVantage Legacy Project is working with families, helping families, building homes in Puerto Penasco, Mexico. So far this year, we've raised enough money for 5 homes that we're going to be building at the end of the year after Christmas. And yes, I said we're, because we actually go down and build the homes too. So this is the type of opportunity that you have in your fingertips now. And by the way, guys, the next 5 to 10 years is going to pass anyway. Why not do it building something like this that can change your family's legacy for generations? So please get back to the person that invited you to see this information and let them know where you fall on a scale of 1 to 10. If you're an 8, 9, 10, let's get you started right now so that you can start earning while you're learning the rest of the information. If you're a 5, 6, or 7, hey, let the person know that invited you here what you need to see or hear to be able to come that 8, 9, or 10 and get started. All right, guys, and if this is just not something that's for you, I got to tell you, the products are, you need to rethink that. But please share the information of the names that you've been thinking about, of the people that you think this would be good for, with the person that invited you here today, because they deserve to hear and see what you now know. So guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. God bless you all, and we are so thankful and blessed to be on this journey with every single one of you. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.